Officer Wilson said that he had a clear conscience about what happened that day. If he had to do it again, he would. What's your response to that?
He's a murderer. That's what that tells me.
What does that tell you, Leslie?
I hope the Lord have mercy on his soul.
Okay. Welcome to Gimme 5, ladies and gentlemen. Look, you could understand grieving parents, okay. But to go around now, almost a week after the grand jury decided not to indict, after the facts are out there, the grand jury testimony is readily available, and to call the officer, Darren Wilson, a murderer is really not wanting to see the truth. It's just not a good thing to do. Not a good thing to do. I gotta tell you, if I was Darren Wilson, I'd be recording everything, and I'd be suing people left and right, because I was a cop who was attacked by a thug who just robbed a store. and I was in fear of my life, and I defended myself. I'm not a murderer. I'm not a racist. You want to call me that? You pay the price. This way. Civil, court, lawsuit, defamation. Here's more.
Here's why I say that he's a murderer, because if he was conscious of what he was doing, that means he understood his actions. He understood exactly what he was doing. You know, he didn't have a second thought, a pushback thought, or nothing. You was intending to kill someone. That's how I look at it. Even if it wasn't my son, even if it was Dory, he was going to kill someone at that point.
Okay. Even if it wasn't my son, he was going to kill someone at that point? I don't even know what that means. You have any idea what that means? What does that mean? If it wasn't my son, even if it wasn't my son, he was going to kill someone at that point. He knew what he was doing. Yeah, he was defending himself. Perfectly legal. Perfectly allowable. You don't hit a cop. You don't attack a cop. You don't rob a store. I mean, more.
He also said, Officer Wilson, that had your son been white, it would have happened exactly the same way.
Not true. I don't believe it.
You don't believe that?
No.
Why not?
I think that the interaction would have been a whole lot differently. Probably would have rolled right past and kept going. Probably would have blew his horn or waved out the window at him.
Yeah, blew his horn, waved out the window, maybe talked about the ball game the night before. There were two of them in the middle of the street. And now I don't remember if he saw the cigars at that point, but he saw the cigars really quickly, and he had heard the radio call. So give me a break. He's a racist, he's a murderer. No, he was a cop defending himself against attack from a thug. That's it. Now here's the mother.
And why do you choose the word demon? I don't really know what was going on. I was so shocked by the whole interaction because this was escalated so quickly from a simple request to now a fight for survival. And it still doesn't make sense to me why someone would act in that way and be so mad instantly, so aggressive instantly.
Does that sound like your son to you?
No. Like I stated before, it sounds like he's pretty much describing himself.
Okay. Then she went on to say that Darren Wilson wanted to kill someone that day. He wanted to kill someone. And I just, I don't even know what to say anymore. This tour that they're on, be grieving parents. You want the law changed somehow? You want to make it impossible for cops to defend themselves? Go ahead. Push for a law so that cops can't defend themselves when they're attacked. But to go around calling this cop a racist and a premeditated murderer, it's unbecoming. Very unbecoming on the Steve Malzberg Show.